Yeah, man. Content creation is so weird right now. I literally had the thought today, like an honest conversation about content creation. And I was like, I'm not going to script it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm literally going to just turn the mic on, come and talk to you. Like, what the hell is going on with content, bro? I remember like 2020, that big thing happened, locked us all away. For me, that was a big time of like, okay, I was doing this like bartending, crazy job, whatever. And all of a sudden was locked inside, forced to be like, oh yeah, this music thing and like content creation. And everyone was online at the time. And we did a lot of like traveling around, shooting videos, putting stuff out, experimenting, experimenting with ads. Like literally 6 years ago, me and a mate of mine were like helping each other shoot videos. We were learning Facebook ads, Instagram ads. Like the other day, actually, someone was saying to me, like, yeah, he wants to put Facebook ads on for his business or whatever. And I was just thinking, like, dude, that is a whole skill in itself. And it's just crazy. Like, we were messing around with that stuff back then. And then, like, it was literally only 6 years ago, it was a completely different game to right now. Apple juice, so nice. Completely different game, which is so crazy to think. Like literally back then, there was no TikTok, there was no like short form content. That was not a thing. That wasn't a thing, dude. And then it slowly started to hit, slowly came to everything changed, everything went short form. But YouTube's also like continued to have its moment throughout then, and even now YouTube is still like completely blowing up and so many people are coming to it. And I don't know, like content creation's just in a trippy place, dude. Do you know what I mean? It's so, and if that's how much it's changed in like 6 years, now AI's come, right? It's the big thing, and like more people are starting to create, because the barrier to entry is easier. I think the barrier to entry is easier in anything now because of how you could apply AI to help you, Not to say that anything is easy, because also if you rely too much on the AI, it's like it doesn't know the specifics of somebody that's been doing something for a long time. And maybe eventually it'll get there. And again, I'm not saying it's not a good tool. It's the best tool ever. You should be using it. But it doesn't replace data over time. It doesn't replace real skin in the game over time. It doesn't replace like all random little nuggets of knowledge that you somehow stumble upon while doing the thing. So it's like, it's going to make the people who take things seriously and like really put their time to it, it's going to make everyone even stronger. So it's a good thing all around, but I do think it is quite scary, right? Like with anything over time, like these new technologies can be scary, and you wonder, oh my gosh, how's things going? Am I still going to survive in this? And I guess you don't really know. Do you know what I mean? Like you think you do, you planning, you trying, you building, but things can change so much that everything sort of fails, and you have to just have belief in yourself that you could start again and rebuild. Like bad things happen all the time, dude. People lose their jobs, like normal safe job. Dude works at the bank and or whatever, and then somehow loses his job. Like it does happen. Like even when you think you're doing like safe things. So if you're not doing safe things, like on more entrepreneurial stuff, building whatever, which you probably are if you're watching this video, then there's even more of a risk, sure, but it's like, bro, nothing is really safe, you know. And I had a mate give me a call the other day. It was such a sweet call. Like he just called and he was like, dude, um, kind of doing this job right now. And I suppose a lot of my mates and people around me are going through this because I'm turning 29 this year. And it's like in this gap of like 26 to 32 is when you're really like, most of us are done varsity unless you're doing one of the long degrees, like real world hits no matter what. Like everyone's out of varsity. Everyone's now like maybe doing their first job, doing this thing. So my friend was just saying like, dude, I started this job and I really kind of hate it and this and that and blah, blah, blah for the following reasons, whatever. And I'm just thinking, what are my other potential options, this kind of stuff. And so it's like, everybody's on their journey and trying to figure this stuff out. There's no like right or wrong answer. There's nothing wrong with getting a job, having a job, going the entrepreneurial way, whatever the fuck you want to do, bro. Just do that thing, right? But it's like, for me, I think I've just been always trying to build like the life I want to live. Like basically do what I want to do on a daily basis, which is like play some tennis here and there, make some music, put that out, shoot some podcasts here, there, sure. Some of this other stuff, but some stuff is just like more the work in between. But it's like truly, even when I was trading and learning trading, I had this idea of, okay, like I'll have this thing that makes money and then at least my daily life can be sort of mostly what I want, which is just like making music, playing tennis, doing these kinds of things, not sitting in traffic, like that's such a massive thing for me, not having that weird thing where I have to sit in traffic every day, go to an office, do that work. Like, again, some people maybe want that life, like whatever, that there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, like every day when I know that I'm not sitting in traffic on the way to like work or something, that's like, okay, I'm living in some way the life that I'm designing for myself, that I want to live for myself. And whatever the mechanisms behind, because money is important, right? We got to make money so that we can sort of live the way we want. And that's why in some ways, at some points, you have to have some compromises as you building this, that, whatever, obviously, right? It's not just like you click your finger and then, everything is just sorted and you've got this thing sorted forever and it's all good. Everybody that's had some time in the real world, as I was saying earlier, like, will know that it's so up and down. And this is supposed to be an honest conversation about content creation. And again, it's an honest conversation. That's why it's going to take so many weird tangents. But content creation is the way that I now see of like, okay, these are all the things I want to do. Content creation is a way of building brand, building audience, monetizing, and sort of living the life I want to live. Like if I make content around those things, it can get them to a point where they make enough money to, for me to live the life that I really want to live. And for me, it's really, bro, not about like crazy fancy things. Not that I'm against those things. But like, again, for me, it's like not having to sit in traffic. Okay, I have a place to live. I have like food. Life is good. Of course, I have ambition for more, of course. And I'm working hard to get more, right? But also that's enough if I'm also doing what I want to do. Like if I was doing something that I didn't want to do, like when I used to be a bartender, like obviously I didn't want to do that. I was just doing that because it's a job and I needed money. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But like I didn't want to be doing that. That's not the daily life I wanted to be living, right? And I was maybe I wasn't making a lot of money. It's not like I was making millions. So the point of breaking out is that you don't have to make millions. It's not about making millions, bro. If you can find a way to just make a good income, a decent monthly from doing content creation, your entrepreneur thing, your business, whatever the fuck the thing is that you want to do. If you can get $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000, if we're getting to $5,000, at that point, bro, like if you're not that materialistic of a person, If you're making $5,000 a month, bro, there's genuinely not much more than you need. Like that just compounds over time. Do you know what I mean? Because even if you're making for me at least, I can't actually speak for you, but for me at least, if I was making $2,000 a month, then it's like, bro, I wouldn't trade that for like some other job where I'm not really doing things I want to do, but it's paying me 10 times more. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not like for me. Like, I don't want that. I just want to, again, do like the simplest of things, which in a way I'm already living. And my life is not perfectly the way I want it to be. Like I said, I have so much more ambition and all this stuff. But in many ways, it's like, bro, I wake up, I do the things I want to do, I switch on the camera and talk, I make music, I play this guitar, I just I live my life. I go and play tennis. I'm playing tennis tournaments. I'm like improving there. And I'm just like documenting the journey of my life, documenting the journey behind improving, behind becoming better in all these areas of life, like learning. You know, the podcast is just like documenting humans learning, understanding like what even in the fuck is going on here, like with all this shit, like humans, like what even are we, bro? What happens? And I feel like the podcast is this long form vision where we delve into that kind of stuff. What are dreams? You know, what the hell is it when we go to sleep at night and we enter this realm, this different plane of existence that you can learn to control? Like, there's so many avenues to explore as humans, and I'm so excited for it. But this talk, I hope, has given you a feeling that maybe you can like design life in a way that you want to live it. And um, you know, bro, this cap, look at this, dude. That's my logo. I just had these caps made. There's these ones, and there's some other ones that are sports material, so I can sweat like heavily, play tennis in them. It's got my logo. I'm just super proud of it. Like, these are things I've always wanted to do, have my own caps, even just for me to wear. It's dope. Um, and I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so you know, I want to make products, but I want to make really good products over time. And yeah, man, I'm enjoying the journey. I'm here documenting it. And if you're watching this, bro, welcome to the journey, welcome to the grind. It's good to meet you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Gotta get yourself some apple juice.